Hello everyone and welcome back to the Organ Aviator channel. We've not been live here for over 3 months, so it's very nice to be back. Hopefully it's an enjoyable stream for everyone. So yeah, we're delivering our new livery from here in Hamburg down to Bristol. Flight time of around an hour and a half today. And we'll start looking through the flight plan, which I've got hooked up onto screen. Which we didn't have last time. So as you can see, call sign, we've got Organ 55 Echo Papa. Hello Cube, how are you? Call sign Organ 55 Echo Papa, we're a Type Airbus A320 obviously. We're parked at stand 40 here in Hamburg tonight. We're on live time and live weather. Cruising at 36,000 feet. And we're a bit heavier on departure than our maximum landing weight, so that's something to consider. Our takeoff weight is 65.7 tons. Cost index of 50, which is our standard cost index. And we've got an alternate of Heathrow. Weather I think looks nice, so we probably won't take too much extra fuel. But we're unloaded by 1.8 tons, and our max show rate is 7.3, so it might get a bit turbulent towards Rinus, so we'll take note of that in a moment. So let me just write that down. Okay, so we come down, it says total fuel 6.7 tons, so yeah, it's planning 6.8 tons for block fuel. Yes, Cube. 50 cost index. That's simply because we want to get there nice and quickly. We're a high cost airline, not EasyJet. Hello, Connor. How are you? I'm very well, thanks. Okay, so let's see where Rinus is. We'll just come down. Okay, so that is going to be about 50 minutes into the flight, so that's something to note down. So okay, and apart from that, I think we should go on to the weather. Here is our flight route tonight, so it's just basically southwesterly, as you'd imagine. As you come down, we've not got too much weather at all, but we have got a bit of a headwind, which isn't ideal. And we won't bother with the NOTAMs, we're in a flight simulator. So, let's just exit this crew room, let's turn the music off, and let's go. There's our aircraft. Now, I'll just give you a quick tour around the livery. You've probably already seen it. Oh dear, we've got... that shouldn't be there. Right, okay. That, I think, is correct. Okay. Here is our livery. You probably saw it in the introduction. So, we've got our logo here. And then we've obviously got our nice organ donation logo on the back, and followed by the organ donation website here, and then on the front door, oh, not on this side for some reason, on the front door, if I can get it, yeah, we've got a nice king penguin here. Connor knows why that's there, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get on board and start setting it up then. So, here we are in the flight deck. And, yeah, as you can see, we've got custom AFB background here. Now, what do I need to do? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just struggling a bit there. Okay, so let's start setting stuff up. So, init request, and we are on VATSIM as well. In fact, Sorry about this, this is the first time I've streamed in quite a while. Right, yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't think we have any control in Frankfurt tonight. Sorry, in where are we? Sorry about this. Oh, the name's completely gone. Hamburg. Sorry, Hamburg. We're in Hamburg, and I don't think there's any ATC here, but that's fine. So let's put in our call sign organ, 55, Echo Papa, cost index 50, and we're cruising today at 380, I think. Let's just check. 360 tonight, and we might get up to some higher altitudes a bit later. Okay. Propo is 33292. Cost index 50. Right, flight plan. Let's actually see if we can get that up on screen. There we go. That's better. And departure is going to be runway 23. And it's via the Wilson 3 Bravo. Insert. And we'll go arrival ILS runway 27, and it's the ICTAM 1 Bravo. That one. Insert that. And actually, let's get some charts up for that. So, parking. Right, this is what we need. Did I say we were at stand 40? We're not. We're actually at stand 04. No, Connor, the Figas has not prompted the livery. I came up with the whole thing myself. In fact, I made the livery and then the aircraft model changed and it had to be remade, and the computer couldn't make it, so I got someone else to make the new livery. Okay, so we're at stand 04, as you can see, and we'll check which runway we need to depart on in a minute. Oh no, sorry, we're departing runway 23, so we've got a nice short taxi out from Zulu, then hold F1 and depart. So that's nice and easy. We'll just do a performance count. No, we won't. Okay, let's take 7 tons of fuel. Right, please, fingers crossed, people, GSX will work. I'm not sure. Hopefully it will. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I'm hoping it's gonna work. Let's see. Should work. Sorry, Connor, I can't quite see the last bit of your post there. You said tribute to the Falklands and or something failures for today. Could you just repeat that? It's because something's in the way on the screen. Okay, so that should be working, which will allow us to get on with the rest of the flight plan. So, ATSU, AOC menu, receive messages, load sheet, 0 fuel weight 59.2. Right, 59.2. And a 0 fuel weight CFG of 31.2. And fuel planner. Are there any failures planned for today? We'll see once we get airborne. I don't think there will be, but you never know. We'll see. Okay, so we've taken 7 tons of fuel. There we go, confirm. And we'll do a performance. Quickly, sync load sheet. Okay, and calculate. So, performance 150. It's a nice long runway, so got very high V speeds, and we should have a fairly low flex, which we have. Flap 1 and flex 60. And that's okay. We won't program an engine out procedure today, because I'm not gonna fail anything as we depart. Okay, so that's all looking good. We've got init, DIF, secondary flight plan. We can copy the active. And is there any terrain around? No. Okay, so we'll just... yeah, that'll be fine. We don't need anything fancy in there. Secondary flight plan. R is RadNav. We've got EEL selected there. So let's see where that is. Okay, let's just put Hamburg in there. 8 miles away. That's good. We've got that on there now. Right, I think all that's left to do is pretty much wait for the aircraft to finish loading, and then we will look at exactly what our departure is going to be. Okay, let's look at some weather then. So, auto, calm winds, 10 knots of wind, pretty much straight down the runway, cab okay. So that's all fine. Let's look at our arrival airport then. Again, pretty much straight down the runway, 10 knots, no clouds, and 1012. Okay, QNH is 1011, so that's important. All of that looks good. Okay, let's then look at our departure. So, standard instrument departure, and we are off of 23, and it's the
Passengers boarding starting.
Right, we don't seem to have a chart for this departure. Ah, we do. Okay, I've got the chart up now. So, WASM 3... which one is it? WASM 3 Bravo, here we go. Right, let's get the charts back up. There we go. Okay, and so we're off of runway 23, so that's coming down here. 228 degrees, then a right turn to 247. No altitude restrictions all the way out to the weather navigate here. Okay, so 210 knots we'll program in. and that can also be okay. 210. Select 210. There we go. Great. Let's see how well our aircraft is loaded. Oh yeah, so the passenger. Oh, that's something I forgot to do. You can listen to our custom sound pack if I turn that on. But let's turn that up a bit. Okay, so just checking, how is the sound for everyone, if you could just tell me. Okay, so fueling will probably happen soon. All of the passengers are on board. Let's just see if the baggage loaders are up to our aircraft. Oh yeah, look at that.
Refueling truck is on its way.
That's good, so we'll be getting refueled in a minute.
Truck arrives and asks to do it.
Are the audio levels okay for everyone? Right, okay. So all of the baggage is loaded, we're just waiting on the fuel truck now.
Fuel truck is in position.
Okay, Q, audio seems good, that's fine.
Fuel truck arrives
Thank you.
and asks to do it.
And we can, because there are no restrictions, we can set 360 in here. Seatbelt signs are off, that's good. We don't want them on until fueling's been completed. Now, this is actually free scenery of Hamburg here. I got it off of flightsim.to. It actually looks very nice, as you can see, and we've also got a GSX profile installed. So it seems to work very well. And then once we've got to Bristol, obviously, because it's the home of the channel, we've got some payware scenery there. And again, a GSX profile. So there's been some huge news on the PMDG 777. It's releasing, I believe, on the 25th of June to the 30th of June. So that's pretty big news. Not that I'll be... well, I probably won't be buying it, but still huge news. I wouldn't buy it simply because I don't know how to fly the Boeing jets. Right, okay, so the aircraft's now being fueled. I am also on a bit of a time schedule, so this stream has to be finished by 8:30. Ah, yes, I saw that, Cube. You've got your CPU isn't the best, so you might struggle with the 777, but hopefully you can run it. And we'll set 122.8, we've got that in. Fuel is still being loaded. And we'll get underway within the next probably 10 minutes or so. That's something we need to check. So we've got a 210 knot restriction, and our clean speed is 213. So okay, so we can go flaps config 0 after DH 100. That's just something to bear in mind. Okay, let's see how much fuel is still to go. Okay, we're almost loaded. We'll get going as soon as we possibly can do. So, Connor, have you got any plans for this week coming up? Right, you know why I said we didn't have any ATC for Hamburg and why stuff seems very quiet? It's because I didn't ever connect to VATSIM. But that's sorted now. Right, I'll just quickly check something. No, I've not got too many plans for the upcoming week, just I'm gonna do a few more streams. Okay, so we're not in controlled airspace, which is fine, so it doesn't actually change anything. Okay then, our aircraft is now loaded. Amazing.
Cabin crew boarding completed.
Okay, we're all ready to go, I think, so let's just turn the beacon on. And we will start pushing back once GSX loads. Yeah, no, Connor, I've not really got too many plans. We're moving house on the 28th of June, so that will be interesting. Yes, Connor, well, you have to wait until the end of August, unfortunately, but I'm sure we can work something out once you come over. Come on, is GSX working? Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I think we'll be ready to go soon, at least. Right, there goes the steps. So that's good. Right, and the
Hello, Captain. We are ready for
toggle
pushback.
connect. I hope no one saw the spelling error in the introduction video, and I hope you enjoyed the introduction.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
That introduction took me the whole of, well, pretty much the whole of the last 2 days to make, and right at the end I managed to delete it, unfortunately, but I managed to salvage the last exported file.
Locking gear.
But it meant that I couldn't fix the spelling error, which inevitably I discovered. And I guess we can turn the seatbelt signs on now and get the fuel pumps on. Right, we've got a few options here. So let me just check the charts a moment. Taxi, parking stands, 4, so we need to be on Zulu 1 facing north.
Release parking brakes, please.
Oh no.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yeah. Sorry about this, I just need to just...
Release parking brakes, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Release parking brakes, please.
No, in this moment. Right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, there we go. Parking brakes off.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, George page. We still need to wait for
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure.
Okay, they're done. Starting engine 1. And it will be, we'll start both engines before we start taxiing, because it's a short taxi. Yes, Connor, I completely forgot to plug my throttle quadrant in, and that has the button assigned.
Captain Organ Aviator is in command of this Airbus
Okay, we've got
A320
N1.
aircraft. The cabin crew will shortly be giving you a pre-flight briefing. We ask that
You can probably also tell I put a lot of work into this sound pack for Organ Aviator. It'll play all of the cabin announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Organ Aviator. Your
Okay,
safety
engine
is our
number 1
top
is available,
priority.
starting
There
engine
are
number
8
2.
emergency exits, 2 at the front of the
And we
aircraft,
just need
one
to
either
clear
side.
that.
4 in the middle of the
Ooh,
aircraft,
we've
2
got
either
some
side, and 2
ATC.
at the rear of the aircraft, 1 either side. The cabin crew will now point out the nearest exits in your area.
Okay, tower have just come online, so we'll just sort that out.
Of an evacuation, all hand luggage must remain on board. Smoking, including the use of electronic cigarettes, is not permitted at any time on board this aircraft, and the no smoking signs will be illuminated for the duration of the flight. For the safety and comfort of all on board, permitted to consume their own alcohol. And for your safety, please follow all
126855.
the crew and comply with the safety signs located throughout the cabin. We are pleased to inform you that portable electronic devices
and
may be
its
used during
information
takeoff
kilo
and landing,
is current,
so long as the flight safe mode
and
is selected.
engine number 2 is available.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Takeoff. Then they may be used permitted. The flight safe
Oh,
mode is
sorry,
selected.
that shouldn't have been
Any devices
selected.
which do not have the flight safe mode
Confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start. You can
The
disconnect.
charging of electronic
Unlocking
devices
gear.
in the toilet compartments is prohibited at all times, and items connected to power banks must now be disconnected. You must immediately inform a member of the crew if any device becomes hot, reduces smoke,
Keep forgetting the
gets
name of
lost,
this
or
airport.
falls into the seat structure at any
It's not
time during the
Frankfurt,
flight.
it's
Fasten your seatbelt by
Hamburg.
inserting the metal end into the
Hamburg
buckle
Tower,
and
Organ
tighten
55
by
Echo
pulling the
Papa
strap.
with you on taxiway Zulu 1 request IFR clearance to Bristol, information kilo, and we're type Airbus A320.
However, we recommend you keep it fastened at all times while you are seated. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen will be
Tow
provided.
truck disconnected.
Masks like
Bypass
this will
pin
drop from
removed.
the panel above you. If this happens, remain seated.
Left is clear.
Pull the mask
Right
down
is clear.
and toward
Right, I'll call up the tower again. Hamburg Tower, Organ 55 Echo Papa with you on taxiway Zulu 1 request IFR clearance to Bristol. We've got information kilo and we're a type Airbus A320. They're not reading us. Right, let's see. Push to talk, yes. Audio. That's why they can't hear us. Okay, yeah, apply. Hamburg Tower, Organ 55 Echo Papa, we're with you on taxiway Zulu 1 with information kilo request IFR clearance to Bristol as filed and we're a type Airbus A320. There's a few issues. I updated VATSIM earlier, and there's a few issues. Right. Yeah, that should be good. Let's just see if they can hear us. Organ 55 Echo Papa radio check. Right, we're transmitting on there. Organ 55 Echo Papa, I'm not sure what the issue is, but I cannot hear you. Could you just confirm if you can hear me again, please? Let's hear this.
The cabin is secure for takeoff. Once we are airborne, I will come back and ask what you would like to eat or drink.
Organ 55 Echo Papa, could you just confirm using your voice for a moment, please? Why is this not working? Organ 55 Echo Papa, we're gonna have to disconnect, sorry. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. We've had to disconnect from VATSIM, because for some reason They can hear me, but I cannot hear them, and I'm not too sure why. Okay, anyway, that doesn't really affect us. Auto brake maximum. Spoilers armed, and we're doing flap 1 takeoff today. Taxi light on, we'll turn the APU off, wing light can come on. Leave the runway, what do you call them, the landing lights off at the moment. And we'll do a control check, so flight controls, full left and the roll spoilers full right and the roll spoilers full up. Full down, rudder full left, rudder full right and rudder neutral. Okay, and we do need to set the trim as well because I've seen what happens if I don't do that. And let's go. Mac takeoff weight is 30. And takeoff config check. And I'll do the checklist as well. After start checklist, ground equipment is removed. Anti-ice, we can leave it off today. APU is off. Trims have been set. Cam doors armed. Decam status is checked before takeoff. Flight controls have been checked, and we will now begin our taxi. We just need that on. Sorry about how slow I am. I've been busy revising for the exams. I've not had time to practice on this, but we'll get there. Okay, so we're going along Zulu 1 until we get to Zulu 3, then round to Alpha 1 and take off. And brake test. Yeah, the brake's working. Okay, so let's I'll let you cast your guesses as to whether this flight will go smoothly or not. Okay, and we're just coming up to Zulu 3. This should be Zulu 3 along here. I think it is. Yep. Zulu 3. And we'll hold Alpha 1. And we know there's no other traffic, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Parking brake set. Line up checklist then. TCAS, TARA, packs 1 and 2 off, and ECAM memo is takeoff no blue. Let's line up. I'm assuming you've all subscribed, but if you haven't, then please remember to do so, and if you're enjoying the stream, then leave a like, because it really helps other people to see the stream. Okay, and entering runway 23. Look at that lineup, that's almost perfect. Okay. And we'll hold it there. Confirm runway 23, TCAS is TARA, packs 1 and 2 off. We'll put the landing lights on, that should have been done prior to entering the runway. TCAS TARA, packs 1 to off, lights on, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, and we'll put that to all. Take off, start the chrono and set 50%. Half side stick forward, 50% set, engine stable, release the toe brakes at takeoff thrust, and flex 60 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Here we go. Thrust set, 100 knots checked. V1 rotate, 3 degrees a second. Positive climb, gear up. Okay, and lever climb. So we'll slowly bring it back. Thrust climb, auto thrust is engaged. And we'll let it accelerate. And we'll just put that back to 205. We're not in any sort of a rush, and we'll go to open climb. So thrust climb, open climb, 360 blue. Okay, I know why that is. Cancel master cordon. Hats on. Okay. And we'll need a right turn. There we go. And as agreed, we can now set managed speed. And flaps up. Okay, I guess we can now start discussing stuff now we're at one. So any questions you have, feel free to put them in chat. And I guess we can turn the music up a tiny bit as well. There we go. Autopilot 1. And we can turn off all of the lights. Okay, we need to set standard QNH. Do we have a transition over here? No, we do not. I think the purpose of the transition in the Falklands are just pointing out differences between the Falklands and here, although I don't know that obviously, so perhaps you could tell me, but no, we don't have anything like that here. And it's a good thing that we don't, because I wouldn't really want to stay any longer in that school than I had to. Okay, so we're above 10,000 feet. This should have been done a while ago. Again, sorry. I've just not been practicing for a while. Sorry, Connor. This is really starting to... Oh, no, I've got your message. It's just there's a stupid symbol in the bottom right-hand corner of where I'm looking at the chat, so I can't see everything, but I think I've got that. Come in for me. and I will spend time with him. Oh yeah, that's cool. Not Charlene, that is, that's funny. Actually, that's really not funny, but, yes. That was not the best day of our work experience. Okay, passing 12,500 feet now. Right, I guess we can start to diagnose what the issue was with the radio. So, we've got VHF1, that is VHF1, not VHF2, although we will, that's a good point, 126855. And we can switch over to Unicom anyway. And what we'll do is... Right, we will probably pass through London. She almost hit you the other day. How did that work? Okay, so... let's see. London control, and that will be on 129430. 129430. That will be active, and we'll pull that one. Okay, so when we go into London airspace, we need to go on to VHF2 and VHF2, but we can do that, and hopefully that works. Okay, just coming up to almost 20,000 feet now, although it's flight level 200, and we can rejoin VATSIM. Let's do that. And we're in no one's airspace at the moment, so we've got nothing to worry about. Is the audio still okay for everyone? Oh yes, Connor. Okay. I'll just check, because it seems very early. 900 kilometers an hour. Now that wouldn't be an exaggeration at all, would it? Okay, good, the audio's perfect, that's great. It's because the audio's the only thing that I can't monitor. Now, where are we? Okay, let's see if... Okay. Hyperbole, yes, well, yes, we don't have to be concerned about using those sorts of words again, do we? Hyperbole, simile, metaphor, what are they? What are they? Okay, so we're pretty much, where are we? Let's just see. Yeah, so we're just passing north of Bremen at the moment, Bremen Airport. And we can set airports on the nav display. And we'll put the terrain radar on. Okay, so we're pretty much going to come along the coastline and then down. That seems good. Now we just need to do something quickly. We'll do that. Just before I forget to do this, we need a landing rate monitor, obviously, when we arrive in Bristol. So I've just got that up. And another thing we'll need is some replays. So we'll sort that out. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at some scenery then. Here we are. And before I do that, we've neglected our passengers a bit. We need to turn them off. Cube, are you still there? If you are, what are the biggest pieces of flights and news that you're most interested in, and Connor? Connor, I should imagine Ben is most definitely going to the island game. Just a slight thing though, Connor, if you could just avoid using too many names, that would be great. It's nothing, not trying to be rude or anything, but I do try to maintain a certain amount of anonymity while I'm streaming. Okay, so of course as well we've got our stream on the, which date will it be? The 19th of June. That will be quite a long stream, so we're flying from Bristol down to Tivat. And you certainly wouldn't want to miss the approach into Tivat. It'll be quite interesting. Very scenic as well. That should be about 3 hours of flight time, I think. And then once we've got to Tivat, we'll probably on the next stream go from Tivat up to Geneva, and Geneva probably to Jersey, and then Jersey up to Bristol again. And then we'll just do various other flights as well to fill in this long holiday I've got prior to college. Okay, that's fine, Connor. Yeah, you can always watch us as well after we've finished. And of course, if you become free again, you can always join us again for the landing if you want. Okay, and I will just put in the progress page. Our airport 27 390 miles. Okay, so we should be on the ground actually within the next probably 50 minutes. Okay, we're at flight level 310. Ooh, right, okay. That's going to be a challenging question. So, we have got 380 miles, let's call it. And we're going to be at 360. So, let me just do a calculation quickly. 360 times by 36 times 3 equals plus 10 equals 118. 118, sorry about that. 385 minus 118 equals 267. Okay, 300 divided by 420 equals times 60 equals... Okay, I would say an hour and 10 will be on the ground, so about an hour until we're on the approach. Okay, and we're slowly getting up to our cruising altitude. Let's see. Flight overlay, refresh. Okay, that's not really the desired effect. Let's just see if we can... Yeah, okay. The overlay isn't quite working as expected, but that's okay, it's got the important information. Yeah, as I say, Connor, it's completely understandable. If you have to go, you'll be able to catch up after we've finished anyway. Okay, let's just look. So optimum is 350. We want to get to 360. Okay, we might level off at 350 in that case. And I'll cheat a tiny bit, and I'll give us a direct to... There we go. Well, that's cut our flight time a bit. Ah, that's a good sign, so we can hear people. We'll just do a quick radio check, see if anyone's out there. Morgan 55 Echo Papa transmitting on Unicom. Could anyone just confirm if they can actually hear me, because I did have a few issues earlier with VATSIM. Let's see if anyone comes back. Okay, I don't think anyone's coming back, unfortunately. Okay, 240 miles till the top descent. Let's see. Okay, in a few minutes we'll start having a look at the approach briefing and the charts and stuff. It's good that this stream's working. I think it's the first time I've had the chat properly on my screen integrated with OBS. Okay, and we'll just go to we'll just put a different thing in here quickly. 252 miles to go till Ugbet. That's fine. Okay, again, if you've got any other questions, then feel free to put them in the chat, and because it's quite boring just not doing anything, I'd much rather be answering your questions if you have any. Okay, and what we will now do is just start having a look at the arrival. So let's just, there we go. Flight plan. It's 1 Bravo. I've done this arrival before. It's a bit challenging, I seem to remember. And it is runway 27. Okay, so let's have a look at the flight plan, and we can Connor, what does A mean? Sorry. Have I completed a flight to SI? Where's SI? St. Martin's. Not yet, no. We might have to do a bit of a special stream at some point. I'm planning to set up a channel on the Discord actually for stream requests, should I say. I might do that at some point. Right, that's just saying we've got no delays that we need to account for. Okay. So, let's get the charts up then. Look at that. Okay, so the actual star takes us right into the Bristol NDB holding point. So we want to cut off before that. So we'll probably cut off at Pomax. So we'll just clear out Bristol. And we'll just look up here and clear out the continuity. And then we can check Pomax. Yep. That looks much more sensible. Insert that. So it's pretty much a straighten approach. As we come up. Yeah, it's a fairly straighten approach now. I just saw a bit of an orange line, so that's at Pomax. Right, 3, 1, 2. I'm not too sure why it's got that in there, so we can just adjust that. We want that to be about 220. Insert. Right. (200) speed constraint. Right. That should be coded in there. 289. 176. Okay, so we may have to do some manual speed adjustments here. 176. Does the rest look sensible? Yes, it does. Okay, so max speed at Pomax is 250, and we'll just 250. Oh dear. Right. We managed to crash the FENIX. No, we haven't. Right, well, I'm not too sure what just happened there. Clear erase, whatever we just did. And we want... Aha, we have just got... Right. 125... 750. And VHF2, that's off. VHF1, okay. EHAA center, I'll just get that out of the way for you. Right, I'm just seeing. Okay. Amsterdam radar, good afternoon, Organ 55 Echo Papa. Okay. Right, why is this not working? This should really work. Amsterdam radar, Organ 55 Echo Papa, we're gonna have to disconnect. VATSIM is not working. V-Pilot, sorry, it's not working for us. Right, sorry about this, but we will not have any VATSIM for the duration of our flight, simply because it's not working. Okay. Anyway, threats for our approach, there aren't really many, except Bristol tends to be a bit windier than the rest of the UK, simply because it's built on a hill. It's 600 feet above sea level. but that's counteracted by the fact that it is our home airport, so I'm fairly familiar with the challenges, and we will hopefully get down for a safe and comfortable landing, hopefully for the passengers. Other threat, well, it's not a threat actually, because there's no other traffic, so that seems about good. Okay, and let's just have another check. We'll probably do a fuel check as well in a minute, but let's see. 189, 190 miles until the start of our descent. We'll do a fuel check at EDDH as well. So let's go FENIX. Operational flight plan. Minutes into the flight. Right. Flight plan. Okay, arc and 20 miles. Now I'm expecting we won't have burned as much fuel as we should have done, because I've made a huge shortcut in the flight plan, so wouldn't surprise me if we're much under the expected fuel usage. Okay, so at EDDH we're meant to have 3,027 kilograms of fuel, plus 0.2 for what we added, so 3227. And we'll just look at the progress page. Yeah, we can now get up to 360. So thrust climb, open climb 360 blue. Okay, that's fine, Connor. You can always watch after we've finished anyway. It'll be on YouTube forever. Yeah, hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and I'll probably catch up with you on Instagram later. Okay, we'll just go to a bit of a more interesting view over the wing. Let's not do that actually, let's go there. We can watch the German coastline as it moves further away from us. Thank you, Connor. And as I say, I'll catch up later. Okay, so we've got 155 miles until the top of descent. We'll just put in EGGD 27, and we'll need 118 miles to descend, so let's just see where that puts us. 250 minus 118 equals, okay, 132 miles until our descent. And we are coming into the UK via Lambourne VOR. It's pretty much always Lambourne when we do an approach into Bristol via the east. So yeah, as I say, everyone, we should be doing a lot more streams in the coming weeks, because I'm currently off school and won't be restarting school until college, which is at the start of September. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a bunch more streams in. Okay, so yeah, of course the PMDG 777 will be released on the 25th to the 30th of June, but another project that perhaps I'm looking forward to more is the fly-by-wire A380. Who knows when that'll be released, hopefully soon. And we've also got the FENIX A319 and A321 on the horizon. I'm really looking forward to them as well. We'll complete our fleet of the Airbus narrow bodies once we've got them. And hopefully I'll be able to get the liveries as well onto those two aircraft. Yeah, so we'll be able to do a few more varied flights as well. Just a reminder, on Wednesday we'll be doing a bit of a longer stream. We'll be going from Bristol down to Tivat, which is always an interesting approach, so hopefully you can join us then. So at the moment we're just about 100 miles away from starting our descent into Bristol, and we should be on the ground in the next probably 40 to 50 minutes. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, then don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate that, and it also helps to advertise the channel to more people on YouTube. Also, if you have any questions at all or news you'd like to give, either drop them in the chat now, or you can join our Discord to chat about anything flight simulation or real life aviation. So if people are in the chat at the moment, perhaps you'd like to cast a vote on which you'd prefer. The fly-by-wire A380, the PMDG 777, or the FENIX 319 and 321. I just remembered something, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, another 80 miles until we start our descent. And would usually be on VATSIM. Well, I say usually, I would have chosen to be on VATSIM, except for whatever reason, we couldn't hear the controller. The controller could hear us, but we couldn't hear the controller. Okay, we're getting towards Lambourne slowly. As always, it is a bit boring just sitting up here in cruise, so if you do have any questions that I can answer, then please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. And we're aiming to be on the ground within an hour and a half, which I think is becoming more and more less likely. We're 50 minutes into the flight at the moment, so we'll see. We might make it down. And we are going very slowly. As we briefed before the flight, we've got a strong headwind, which is not helping things at all. But it does mean that the landing calculation will work quite nicely. And talking of that, I forgot to do that while we were talking a bit about the approach, so let's just do that now. Landing, and we'll go charts. Right. The chart's gonna work for us. Please work. Please work. Okay. There we go. Right, we've now got some... what's happened there? Oh dear, I don't want that. I do not want that. I do not want that. Don't allow. Don't allow. Right. Sorry about that. We've now got the thing up, so medium for allow meta. And the landing weight, we'd want it to be conservative as well. 59.4, so what's that? 62.4. Let's go 62.5. Enter. And the runway is actually dry. Medium auto brake. And it is a strong headwind, so we can go flat 3. Okay, and that has been decided for us then. So we will go flat 3. Performance, next page, previous page, and the QNH 1012, temperature 19. 280 at 10, 280 at 10 knots, config 3, and minimum is 200 rad out, and we'll pre-select 1012 and select medium auto brake. Yep, done. And I'll get the charts away for you. There, that should be done. I hope. Yep, good. So we've got pretty much a straight headwind, 10 knots of headwind and 2 knots of crosswind, but I don't think it's 2 knots of crosswind. I think it's going to be, well, we won't feel the crosswind anyway, but it is from our right, so that's just something to bear in mind. And we're about to coast in over England. over London, should I say. And I think we're going to pass... Let's just see. That is Southend Airport there, so... Yeah, that's... I'm pretty sure that's Southend. And we'll pass pretty much straight over Heathrow as well. And we'll just check how far we've got. 155 miles, so we do need to think about getting down soon. Let's see where the top of descent has got us. Top of descent is... I can't see. But I think it's too close for what we need. Our cruising speed, ground speed is awfully slow, I have to say. Okay, the Lamborn VOR is 40 miles away now. Let's watch this from wing view as we coast in. Okay, and we're doing a right turn to face 260 degrees pretty much. And we'll check again how far we've got. 20 miles until we need to start heading down. Now, all of our future streams should be a bit more refined. This was put together, well, not at short notice, it's been planned for over a month now, but I've not had too much time to set it up, and certainly not overly much time to practice actually flying, because I've been revising for my exams for the past 3 months. In fact, since our last stream 3 months ago. Over 3 months ago now. But yeah, those exams are now out of the way, so I can concentrate on doing other stuff and creating high quality content, hopefully. one of the things I want to set up particularly is the Stream Deck. I've got the Stream Deck app on my phone and it works very well, but I've just not quite had enough time to properly work out how to set it up. You'd have noticed the introduction, part of that was due to the Stream Deck on my phone. It's a very capable app to run a stream. So I'll be looking into sorting that out a bit more in the coming weeks, days, months perhaps. No, just joking, it'll be ready by our next stream. It just avoids me having to do everything manually here in OBS Studio, while not concentrating fully on flying the aircraft. Okay, I think we need to... Yeah, we're 116 miles out. We need to think about descending, so... no, maybe... I always get this a bit wrong. Okay. Thrust idle open descent, and flight level 30 is blue. We'll pull speed 290. 290 should do us well. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And like, comment, subscribe on the video. Sorry, should I say live stream? Like, comment, and subscribe on the live stream. Oh, we're about to overspeed, I think. We don't want to hit any turbulence. We shouldn't really have done it this way, but we have. It's a bit too late to change that. And Heathrow is about 20 miles away off to our left there. I don't know if you can see very clearly, but there's Heathrow, this airport here. And we can turn the seatbelt signs on now. And range down to 80 miles. Not sure why we're sitting just below 290 knots. That shouldn't really happen, I don't think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now started our descent into our destination, and the captain has turned on the seatbelt signs. At this time, we ask that your seat back is fully upright with the armrest down, and your tray table should be folded away. Your window blind should be open, and your seatbelt securely fastened. Items connected to power banks must now be disconnected. In a few moments, I will be dimming the cabin lights in preparation for landing. This is a completely normal procedure. If you do wish to continue reading, there is a reading light situated in the panel above you. We would like you to take this opportunity to review the safety card located in the seat pocket, in front or to the side of you, and in the unlikely event of an evacuation, all hand luggage must remain on board. Thank you.
Okay, so our profile looks reasonable, I think. Because we want to be config 1 at least. Well, config 2 probably by Centrefix 27. And it looks like... yeah, it looks like that'll still work. Especially since you can see the climb rates... sorry, the descent rate is reduced now, as we're getting lower. And a bit of an update, we've got 17,000 feet to lose. 17 times 3 is 51, 78. Okay, so we're still pretty much on profile. We can maybe trickle the speed back a tiny bit. Okay, so we'll pass Brides Norton in about 30 miles. Now, if you're watching this on demand, I'm sure you know Brides Norton. Yeah, you probably know where it is in the UK, but just a bit of comparison as to where Bristol is as we fly past. And there's nothing really to do now until we get a bit lower to the ground. Okay, I'll just make a fake radio call now. Well, no, I will. Wait a minute. But yeah, we're not on VATSIM because VPilot was not working properly earlier. But we'll see if we can fix that. Well, we'll definitely fix that for our next stream. Okay, and we'll just reduce the descent rate. We want it to be a continuously descending approach. That's the challenge. So we'll see if I can achieve that. I should be able to. Now, an airport that you might not be so familiar with is this one here. That's Kemble. So we'll pass pretty much straight past Kemble. That's about 10 miles away from Bryce Norton. Okay, and we'll start slowing the aircraft down as we pass, as we pass through 11,000 feet. I'll slow it down a bit. There we go. That's 250 set. Speed 250. We'll just set the VS to 800 feet per minute. And we can also activate the approach mode. Okay, LS on, landing lights on, spoilers armed, seatbelt signs are on, no smoking can come on, it was already on, but I'll just make sure. Flap 3 is selected. Okay, and I will do an approach checklist. So, we will go to standard pressure. Sorry about that, I just, so approach is ILS runway 27, minima is 200 feet, rad out. Set, approach phase has been activated, and barrier FQNH 1012. And another slight bit of a simism is to start the replay. And replay started. Approach checklist has been completed. Okay, passing through about 8,000 feet now. Now I'm gonna have to have this slightly odd camera angle because I've been stupid. I've set the second monitor up so it obstructs the instruments. So we'll just have to keep this camera angle for now. And I'll just check our missed approach procedure. Won't be anything too special, I can't imagine, but we'll see. Approach 27. Missed approach procedure is straight ahead to 3,000 feet, as I thought. And we'll go to 220 knots. Open climb. Actually, we'll hold 500 feet per minute. Okay, just under 20 miles to go. Flap 1, speed check, flap 1. Let's watch those slats come out. Oh, the noise from those slats, that's pretty awesome. And very realistic. And speed 180. Let's just get a fix info going. EGGD 27 9-mile radius, and it is 267 minus 180. 67 minus 1. 0.8. 7 degrees. There we go, perfect. And we'll go minus 700 feet per minute. We're doing well for our continuous descent. I think it's going to work nicely. Okay, so the wind is doing pretty much what we expected. Just keep monitoring it. I think we're slightly high still, so I might just try and adjust that. 800 feet per minute. that glide slope's looking almost perfect. Let's increase the speed. And we want to will arm the approach mode in not too long. 5 miles out. Arm the approach. Minus 700 feet per minute. Landing lights are on, spoilers are armed, medium and flap 3. And the localizer is about to start moving, I think, hopefully. Come on, localizer. Okay, localizer live. Lock start and glide slope start flap 2 speed check flap 2. Manage the speed. And that is how you do a continuous descent. Continuous descent approach is like that. Okay, so we're at flap 2, speed trend is decreasing. Go around altitude 3,000 feet set. And we'll do a landing checklist once we've got the memo. And gear down. Right, yeah, I can't do that. Let's just reduce there.
2000.
Okay, so Radout is alive. Flap 3, speed check, flap 3. Okay, landing checklist then. Auto brake medium is set. Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet is set and blue. ECAM memo is landing no blue. Landing checklist has been completed. Right, we've not got too much wind. I think I'm going to take it from here, so autopilot is off, I have control. And we do, I knew I'd forget something. Okay, stable. We're slightly low, but correct them. We've got that high nose attitude due to flap 3. Although we have got a headwind, which should help bring the nose down eventually.
1,000.
Oh, a bit of lag there. And another bit of lag. Let's keep it coming down. I'm still focusing on the instruments primarily. And now I'm just starting to transition to looking outside. Okay, let's fly it down towards the runway. We've got the landing inhibit. And as predicted, that wind is pushing us a bit high.
4.
But we're correcting. Land.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
Glide slope.
Disregard the glide slope. Disregard the glide slope. Let's keep coming down. Keep it coming.
30. 20.
Idle.
Retard.
Ooh, that was not a nice landing. Spoilers deployed. No reverses required, and decel. $80 knots manual braking. And we'll let her roll to the end. Landing is assured. Great. Let's get off the runway and then start tidying the aircraft up. And stop the chrono right there. So, welcome to Bristol everyone. Flight time 1 hour 26 minutes, which is 4 minutes shorter than I had planned. Yeah, welcome back to our home base and this new livery, which I'm sure we'll do many flights in the future. So we're just taxiing now and we'll clean the aircraft up. So thanks very much for flying with us. If you stick around until the end, there will be some replays coming up. Strobes off. Spoilers disarmed, flap up. And we will get the APU on 3, 2, 1, APU.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination.
Let's get on the center line again.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, leaving all items of hand luggage safely stowed.
And let's get GSX up as well.
And the signs have been switched off. Please take care when opening in case items have become displaced during landing.
Gate 2, that's our home gate. No thanks. And select handling operator, British Midland. Let's go.
Smoking is still prohibited until you have reached
Ooh.
the designated smoking area. Upon leaving the aircraft, ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking your seat pocket, floor area, and
Perfect.
lockers thoroughly.
Okay, GSX is set up.
Aviator
Let's just turn that music off. And let's turn that music up a bit.
you today, and we look forward to seeing you on board again soon. We wish you a very safe and pleasant onward journey to your final destination. If you wish to support the channel further, please don't forget to leave a like as you depart and consider subscribing if you would like to see more similar content. Thank you.
And flap 3 can come off as well. Right, we didn't want to speed up too much. And we'll reset the chrono as well. 26 knots, we can use the brakes. So the landing wasn't the smoothest landing ever, but we got it down in the touchdown zone on the centre line. And it was a perfectly safe touchdown rate as well. Now I have got a GSX profile in for Bristol. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna give credit to British AvGeek for making this profile. It's very challenging making GSX profiles, I know from first-hand experience. I've made one before, which you can obviously get from flightsim.to. And the aircraft's just run out of energy a tiny bit. APU is available, that's great. And all of the ground services are waiting for us. We'll put the APU bleed on as well. Right, we really need to start. Wait, this is not gate 2. Is it? Okay, maybe this is gate 2. I always thought the next one along was gate 2, but whatever. We don't want the engines to rev up too much. Okay, here's the marshaller. I want to get that white writing away, but I'm not too sure how to do that. Wait. We need to come this way a bit. There we go. Parking brake set. And we'll wait for the signal. We'll wait for it. There we go. Math and balance. Now, we'll just wait a moment. The FENIX EFB should give me an option to disembark. Hopefully. Anyway, let's get the ground power on. Will it? Ah, it might need the beacon off first. Good. Okay. And we will look outside. I shouldn't really have shut it down because we'll have replay in a moment, hopefully. But let's just watch some of the passengers disembark first. Ah, we're getting a bus. That's interesting, because there's meant to be a profile. Oh well, anyway, doesn't matter. Let's get the replay up. Here we go, stop. Come on, stop, please. Please stop. Load. And we'll get this one open. We will kill Cow exit. Perfect. And we will. Oh, that's not good. Let's get the toxin cones, PPU away. Oh dear. Okay. Ground services. Right. Bear with me a moment. This should not really, right, where are we? Let's get this aircraft on the ground. GPU away. Okay. Right. GPU on, GPU off. Stop. Play. Oh no. Okay. Right. Maybe we won't have a replay after all. Because that GPU is not disconnected. Okay then. I guess I'll have to say goodbye here. This was not quite the end of the stream I planned, but oh well, it is what it is. So thanks very much for watching. As I say, if you do want to support the channel, then please subscribe, like the stream, and we will be back very soon on the 17th of June. Did I say 17th? I actually meant 19th of June, with hopefully what will be a much smoother stream with less issues, and we'll get back into streaming a bit more now I've finished the exam. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you when I see you next. Goodbye.